all principles out there.
Why don't you put something out there?
What do you mean by that?
For instance, laws of logic, any foundational principle you can pinpoint to. That's necessary.
Okay, so just real quick, what do you think the law of identity is?
Yeah, A is identical to A.
What do you think that's saying?
So a thing
Yeah, what does that
identical
mean?
to itself. A thing is a thing, bro.
Okay, so okay.
A what?
So presumably, like if someone has like a concept of God in mind, in which God is like an agent, do you think like this like meta level principle about propositions is agential?
Huh?
Like this meta level principle, like the laws of logic or whatever. Like, do you think these things are agential? Like they have minds?
No.
Okay, so obviously it's not identical to God. So what's the reason why God might exist?
It will be an intelligible necessary content.
Sorry, we've already demonstrated that they aren't identical to God, because God does have a mind and it is agential, and these principles are not agential. So obviously they're not equivalent, or they're not identical to each other. So I just want to understand what are the reasons you think God exists.
I'm not saying each principle is identical to each other.
I never said that. I was saying you said that initially God was identical to these things. And I'm saying obviously we've explained why they aren't, right? Because that means that both of them would have to...
Of course, each principle is the thing. That's why there's many principles.
Do you think I'm saying that? Do you think I'm saying that I think you're saying that they're all identical to principles? Because I just said I'm not saying that, and then you repeated after that I'm saying that.
Huh?
What I'm saying is that you initially said that God was identical to these principles or whatever, these transcendentals, whatever you want to refer to them as. And I'm saying that obviously if you understand... Yeah, and I'm saying obviously if you understand like God to be agential, right, and God has a mind, and obviously these principles do not have a mind, and presumably like at the very least...
No, the principles don't have a mind. No, they don't.
That's what I just
said. They're not individual. They're not individual things by themselves.
That's what I just said. That wasn't your turn to interrupt. Just calm down, dude. Right? I'm just saying, like, if presumably they don't have the same predicates or whatever, it doesn't seem they're indiscernible. It doesn't seem they're identical in any kind of way like that, right? Obviously, that's not going to be the reason why God doesn't exist, because we want true propositions, right? And it's not true that that's the case, that they're identical. So I just want to understand, what reasons do you have that God exists?
That is identical to all principles. I already told you.
Okay, maybe you just are utilizing a different concept.
You understand what I'm saying?
What do you think it means to be identical?
Yeah, it means that it's that thing. It's that very thing.
Okay, so
it is that very thing.
But you understand, you conceded already that like these things are not agential, the principles.
Yeah, to each other they're not. Yes.
You think agential is a kind of like two-placed relation?
What? I don't know what you're saying there.
So like you think like imagine we have okay, so like imagine we have some kind of relation. We'll call this the agential relation, right? We'll call this relation A. Do you think this relation like takes two kinds of like arguments? Like you think it's saying like the X agential Y? Like you think that's like most people mean when they're saying this is agential?
What does that have to do with ontology?
I didn't say it has anything to do with ontology. I'm just asking if you can answer the question.
But when you're talking about God's existence, this is about ontology, is it not?
Well, we're talking about the reasons to his existence, right? Not necessarily his existence. And it seems like one of the reasons you used was that it's identical to the principles. And right now I'm trying to understand, because what I said was that one of them is agential and one of them isn't, and you responded to that by saying, yeah, not to each other.
Yeah, I don't know what
which seems to mean that.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm from Eastern Europe, so I don't understand what agential means.
I mean, I have plenty of friends that are way smarter than me in Lithuania that understand what that means. But listen, the idea is like agential, that just means like it's an agent, like maybe it's some being with a mind or something like that. Like presumably the laws of logic are not beings with minds, right?
Them as separate beings to have each one of them having an agency now.
But do you understand the laws of logic are not beings?
They are intelligible content. Yes, I understand that. I never said that.
That's what you think not being. Okay, so you think being an intelligent concept means you're not a being?
I think you didn't understand what I said. I said.
Okay, I don't know why you're talking past me. Maybe this is like an English barrier thing. Just try to track what I'm saying. Like, listen, do you recognize the laws of logic aren't beings? They're not entities with minds?
Right? Yeah, I told you that.
Okay, do you think God is a being and an entity with a mind?
Yes.
So they aren't identical.
What? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
You weren't
all
saying that God is
principles
identical to the
together.
principles?
All principles
Okay.
together is going to be identical to God.
That
This is what I said.
okay. Do you understand? Okay, are all principles together? Do you think the laws of logic together are beings with minds?
No.
Okay. Do
Well,
you think God is a being with
so
a
are you
mind?
saying each individual?
Do you think God is a being with a mind? Oh, okay. All right.
Uh, hypothetically, if I were to, hate that guy